welcome back to another video, man. And in today's video, just like the title says, we're just going to be breaking down, how I took $1,000 loss on my funded and challenge account because they're copied together, which is 2% of the overall account. We'll break down, 3 parts, what we saw, a couple of things we could have done to maintain the trade a little bit better, and the overall takeaway from the overall loss. So as we can see on the weekly time frame, last week's candle closed super bullish, right? Now, it was in a resistance zone level to a certain extent. Based on how last week's candle closed, I was like, where is a probability wise where price could come back and try to test before a push up? We had this one level here, which was a H1 resistance to potentially turn support. You go to the H4, you can see that as a resistance, not here, but we can see it here as a resistance, so we're expecting to pull back to a certain extent. Price did push down to this area. I was maintaining on a structural time frame because I can see the highs and the lows a lot clearer on the H1 time frame. Once this H1 support level formed, I wasn't ready to buy yet because I was expecting the main push because this is a level on H4 and H1. This was the main confluence level to watch out for. So we had this counter trend line drawn out to a certain extent, right? And based on this little formation right here, so, once price initially came down to this area right here, which will make it yellowish, I got on an M15 higher low and a super huge push up, which was this candle right here, based on what the market looked like at the time. So the entry that I got net was exactly right here, because it was a higher low in comparison to this low right here, and it's in that confluence zone. And then on an H1 time frame, that's what price looked like, right? So I got in the trade based on that setup formation. Obviously, I had expected to a certain extent price may come and try to push off of this level to come back in for a higher low to a certain extent to continue to push up. But I got in based on those simple facts there, and the projection was very bullish. These are level I should have gotten out of the trade at, right? The first one, when price came up and pushed up and did all these exhaustion to the top here, that should have given me some form of worry because in the markets, anything can kind of happen. Just because we have a bias, just because market is flowing, anything can happen at any time, right? I should have just either closed the trade or set stop loss and at least break even, but I chose not to because I expected it to retrace to a certain extent. But that is just not a good look for a buy, right? Now, obviously, I was still in the trade, price pushed down. It almost stopped me out. Then it continued to flow and pushed up. Now, I was asleep when this move kind of happened, but I was awake when this happened. Now, when I saw it, I saw it as, okay, we had this level of a resistance turn support right here. Now, I was a little bit distracted when this trade kind of played off, and being completely honest. I had my alert set, but I was making breakfast. The candle pushed up right here on the H1 time frame, and I'm not gonna lie, when I saw this, I was like, oh, we are fucking good to go. We are good to go, baby. So when I saw this, I was like, okay, we had a counter trend line break, we had a resistance turn support, we had a bullish candle, huge bullish engulfing candle close above this area. So in my mind, I was like, we're good to go. Stop loss was set. It already did the fake push down. I thought I was good to go. So now continue to make breakfast. The alert popped up when price pushed up on the 15-minute time frame. I got this alert right here. I was up like $1,000 in profit. But I was making breakfast. I wasn't fully by my computer. And in my mind, there's literally no reason to exit the trade right now. It still had time left, the 15-minute candle. The fact that it had such a huge push up, in my mind, it was okay. Price closed super bullish last week on the daily time frame. I know you can't see right now, but this candle was all the way up here. So it was very bullish as far as, what the price looked like. So in my mind, it was okay, let's just let the market play out, right? Price was playing out at that point. By the time I looked at my phone again, the H1 candle had closed like that. And I was just like, fuck, it was all the way up there. I should have just taken profit. I was up $1,000. Now I'm pretty much only up $200, 20 pips in profit. So I was like, let's just kind of let the market continue to play out and see what happens. Now I did let the market play out. And as we can see, it didn't go in my favor. Even when the H1 candle closed like that, I probably should have got out with a minimal loss, but I was just like, we're already so deep down into the zone right now, and price does have to break that level for the whole trade to be violated to a certain extent. So I let it run, and as we can see, I got stopped out. Couple takeaway from this, this trading and this trading session. I violated my trading plan. I got in this trade Monday morning around 11 a.m. ish Eastern Standard Time. I have it in my trading plan not to trade on Mondays. I have it not to trade Sunday night because I need to let the market form and let the market decide what it's going to do and how the move is going to play out. So I have my trading plan, don't trade Sundays and don't trade Monday morning, because on top of letting the market play out and form, I also don't want to take too much of unnecessary loss in the beginning where it's like play on your psychology, because it is funded accounts. There are rules, there are parameters that you have to play within, which it's just a part of the game. That's what you signed up for. In this case, that's what I signed up for. I have to follow these these rules. Now, I broke the rule by trading Monday morning. I believe that definitely played a key role in, a couple of the bad decisions that I did, right? It's one of those situations, one of those things in life. Once you make one bad decision, you start justifying reasons to make other bad decisions. Whether you're doing it consciously, whether you're doing unconsciously, you literally start doing things you shouldn't be doing, but you're so clouded by the bad decision that you made to begin with. So bad decision again, number one, I traded Monday. This is not a very attractive setup for a buy. All these exhaustion, all these dojis, it's just not an attractive setup for a buy, bro. So I held it, which I shouldn't have done. And then pushing into this, I should have taken my profit here and I should have waited for this break of this counter trend line. That's why I had it to begin with in the first place. The best entry would have been when price came back and did this Tuesday morning. But because I was already in the trade so early before my normal trading session, I was just justifying why I shouldn't get out of the trade. It all stemmed from, I violated my trading plan. Now, we're all humans. Things are going to happen. But the trading plan is there as a baseline, right? It's something you can always revert back to if you fall off, or just something that to keep you on track, keep you focused on the long-term goal, right? Because you may not win every single trade within your trading plan, but it builds the right foundation. It builds the right discipline. On a long-term basis, everything plays out where, you win more than you lose. It all stemmed from me breaking my trading plan. It's one of those situations where they say, it's harder to see the picture when you're inside the frame. I was already in the trade, so it's harder to see these things and, these different reasons of why I should get out of the trade and why I should do certain things. And it led me to not taking profit when profit presented itself. That's how I took a loss on the account. Now, going forward from here, it's not really a big deal. I'm not really too tripping about the trade itself. The main thing is just, analyzing, seeing what you did right, seeing what you did wrong, and growing from that. That's the whole idea of trading. In my opinion, I don't think you ever fully get there. You're just always growing because the market's always changing. You're a human. You go through your different emotions. You just have to find a way to maintain it where it doesn't affect you on a long-term basis. That's essentially what happened. The takeaway is stick to your plan no matter what. Things are going to happen. You may fall off, but get right back to your plan. Don't count yourself out after just one loss. Don't try to make the money back that you just lost. Just think about it as I took a loss. It's a part of the game. Let's just prepare for the next trade. That's the video, man. Like I said, this channel is not, it's not just going to be about the wins. It's going to be about the full process, right? So the process of going through these funded companies, withdrawing profits, taking these challenges, and the different things that I learn about myself, learn about my trading, improve on my trading along the way. Thank you again for tuning in. If you're new to the video, man, thank you for checking it out. If you've been here for a while, thank you for staying here. Again, hit that like button. Helps with the algorithm, to be honest. Hit that subscribe button to stay in tune, get the next update, get the next trading breakdown, the next trading, whatever I drop, whether it's a video, whether it's just, tips and tricks. Just hit that subscribe button so you stay tuned, man. And thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you all on the next video. Peace.